Yo, gang, happy Thursday, man. So Shannon, right? Shannon been getting the comedians up there. We got Monique today, though. I feel like Monique Monique. I would say she is finna, I feel like she finna put on the female version of Cat Williams as far as like saying name dropping and, speaking on them. But she finna do it the Monique way. She ain't new to this. She been doing this. You know what I'm saying? As far as like getting in interviews, and she gonna say names. She ain't sneak dissing. She gonna say who she talking about, just like Cat Williams did. This dropped 20 hours ago, already at 3.5 million. So I feel like she finna do the same numbers as Cat. I see this one a 3 hour long one. I don't know how many parts I'm gonna break it up into if I even watch the whole thing. But I hope y'all doing good, man. I hope y'all grinding. I hope y'all staying focused. I hope y'all ain't let nobody tell y'all what y'all can't do and y'all doing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfucker gonna try and knock you down, but it's up to you if you gonna let them do it or not. So with all that being said, let's get into this and see what's to it. I already know he finna do a great intro, so I'm skipping past all that.
The only Monique.
Wow. No one does that better, baby.
Thank you.
Do it again. Say all that again, baby.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay. I am your host, Shannon.
Come on now, put them damn cards down and read all that again. Oh, brother, thank you.
When we stop by, I want to toast you for your amazing career. Not only in front of the camera, but behind the camera and your stand-up career. Monique, thanks for stopping by today.
Thank you.
I just seen her first stand-up ever. I probably seen clips of her before, but like I watched her first stand-up on Netflix probably like 3 weeks ago. And the beginning of that shit was funny as hell, I ain't gonna lie. But after she stopped talking about like school, if you seen it, when she stopped talking about school, I kind of stopped laughing after that, because she started getting real deep and serious and shit.
Thank you for having me, brother Shay.
Thank you. Better drink some water after that one.
Okay. Who? Yes, indeed. Let me just say this before we start.
Yeah.
This right here,
yeah.
I'm going to talk right to the sisters. One sip, get you right there. Now I'm back to you, Shay. I'm back to you, baby. That's enough for me, baby. But, oh, sisters, if you're trying to make up with your man, if you're trying to get pregnant, this right here is Shannon Sharpe. One sip, take care of all your woes. Woo, baby, that thing right there. Okay.
Monique, when you hear everything that I read on the card, what goes through your mind when you hear that?
What goes through my mind when I hear you read that? I'm humbled by that. I'm grateful for that. I've been allowed to share a gift, because that's what it is. But when you start reading that, there's a part that says, who is he talking about? And there's another part that says, I'm grateful that I was able to put that work in to achieve those things, but all with humility.
My name is Lulu LaFortune.
I don't know if y'all hear this shit in my background, bro, but dude, I ain't talking about he got a car, that's all that matter. But his shit loud as hell, bro. God damn, I'm trying to focus and shit. I just hear.
You said we were talking off camera. You said, I want to get something. There's something I want to share with you, and I need to get it off my chest early.
Because that's why I'm looking at you now, like, why are you going into that? Because I told you we could not talk till I dealt with you.
Okay,
listen, okay. So let me say this to you. The day I watched Skip Bayless lose himself with you, and that's what he did. He lost himself. And when I watched Skip Bayless say to you, put them goddamn glasses back on, boy. Now, I know he didn't say goddamn and boy, but that's what everybody heard. And I was waiting for you to snatch his ass across that table, baby, and give it to him. I was like, Shannon, this is the perfect time. I don't condone violence.
Right.
I don't say be violent. But that day, I was in my feelings for 2 days. Me and my grandbaby could not watch you for 2 days. And my husband had to say, Mama, let's talk about this. Look at Shannon Sharpe. He retired in 2004, but he could still get on that field and run touchdowns, tackles, everything. Had he snatched Skip Bayless across that table, he would have died in Shannon's arms that day.
Right.
So Brother Shay handled that right. Now we can talk. Okay? I just had to get that that off of me because I know everybody around the world heard what I heard. No, he didn't say them words, but we heard it in his mind, and we was looking for you to say space and opportunity, Skip.
I don't know what she said. I don't be watching that shit, so I don't know. But I thought that was cool. Is that why he ain't on? Whatever.
Space and opportunity.
That's that B more coming out of you.
You know what? That's your Aunt Mary coming out of me. That's your Aunt Mary coming out of me, baby.
I got an aunt named Mary Nell. Monique, you and her are a spitting image. I remember the very first time I saw you, and my sister and I, we were talking, and my sister looked at me and I looked at her. I said, she's a spitting image of my Aunt Mary, and you are. You are. Hopefully we're gonna put pictures up when we run this. So you're from Baltimore.
Yes.
And I read everything that I read. When you were growing up in Baltimore, what did a young Monique want to be?
Just what I'm doing right now, baby.
You dreamed of this.
Just when I tell you, Shannon, from a little girl, I always wanted to be famous.
Okay.
Because I saw the Jackson 5.
Okay.
And I saw people screaming for them and hollering. And I'm like, damn it, I want them to scream and holler for me, but I couldn't sing.
Right.
But I knew somewhere I was gonna be famous.
Right.
So I prayed to the universe, just let me be famous. I didn't understand what all came with that. As a little girl,
Right.
you just see the lights, the glamour, the glitz, and you fall in love with that. So that little girl fell in love with the lights, the glamour, and the glitz. That little girl fell in love with a woman named Oprah Winfrey on a local talk show in Baltimore called People Are Talking. And when I looked at that woman, Shannon, I saw me. I saw a big woman with a big head, big shoulders, and big feet. And I said, if that woman can do that, so can I. So that's what that little girl was thinking about from Baltimore.
Are you the type person that if you see someone do something one time, that means it can be done again? Because you saw Oprah do it. You say, well, Oprah doing it, why can't Monique do it?
I think Oprah, when I saw her do it as a little girl, was a push. However, had I not seen Oprah, my dreams would have still been my dreams.
Okay.
But when you see somebody that's inside of that space, because how many big black women are on TV even now?
Correct.
So back then, you didn't see any big black women on TV that was doing it. So I think had I not seen...
What do y'all think of Monique, bro? Because I feel like her attitude... Like she said, that's on her stand up too. You will kind of understand why she is the way she is. The Baltimore shit. She say I don't do the bullying shit. She don't like the bully shit, and you don't fuck with people who ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? So her attitude really come from like her come up in her surrounding, bro. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think she truly is humble, or y'all think like she a bitch? You feel me?
Seen her, I would have still wanted to do it. But seeing her let me say, okay, it's possible. It's right there.
Right. What was Monique like as a little girl?
I'm only asking that question because, like, I don't know. I think she like what she said, you don't fuck with people who don't fuck with you. But you might think some shit just cool, like, damn, we just talking, and she come over here like, baby, y'all ain't finna. You like, damn, they need that shit. So a lot of people won't like her because of shit like that.
What you seeing right now, baby, ain't nothing.
So you always...
listen, let me tell you something. A lot of people in this industry don't like me. Right?
Yeah.
They didn't like me as a little girl, Shannon. I'm so used to this shit. People didn't like me because I was going to tell it. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell on you. So what you're seeing right now is the same thing you're getting. They tried to fight my ass in the 12th grade, Shannon. They surrounded me, a group of them. Okay? Wanted to fight on me. Why? Because I told the truth.
What you tell?
I told Andre that was not Lawan's baby. Because that's what Lawan...
That ain't your place.
Let me tell... Wait a minute, Sugar. You gonna calm yourself down? Okay? Do you see Shannon losing himself with that? You better back that up, Shannon. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Okay? I'm a person for right.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. And if you tell me something and you say, Monique, I've done something to somebody, but don't say nothing. Shannon, I'm gonna need you to fix that. Because if you don't fix it, I'm gonna have to tell that because it's wrong. So when she tells me this is not his baby, but I'm gonna tell him it's his baby, I can't let you do that. That's not right. Wow. So what I stand for is right. And I think where we run into a problem.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like that shit, bro. do not like that. Why you speak? Well, it's like you put it on your business, but damn, I trusted you not to goddamn whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of really breaking a lot of people's trust, especially if they come to her. Now, if they don't come to her and she just found out by listening, now and she's still telling, now she just really not minding her business type shit, you know?
Problem in our community, in our group, we get so caught in, well, that's not your place, but you see wrong happening, right? So when you see wrong happening, what you do? Do you just stand back and say, that ain't my business? Or do you look and say, well, I knew that wasn't his baby, now the baby 21 years old and he trying to find his father? What you gonna do? I'm asking you, what you gonna do?
Mind my business. I'm minding my motherfucking business, bro. That's between them. I'm not finna get in between some shit like that, bro. What if it go over left? What if you be like, man, that ain't your baby, whatever, and he smoked dude who baby it is after thinking that it is his baby. This before the baby born. I just want to get into shit. Now, if it's something that's really, really like bad that can harm somebody, like even though I get it emotionally, this can harm this nigga, but if it's something like pedophiles or something like that, you should want to speak up. You know what I'm saying? But not these type of situations, bro.
Well, honestly, Monique, if somebody say, well, Shannon, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to tell you this in confidentiality, and I don't want to go any further than me, you, and this table. Yes. It stays with me, him, and the table.
Well, let me say this, because I'm going to go back and forth with your ass, okay? I would say, before you tell me, did you hurt somebody?
Okay, yes.
Before you tell me, is this something that would make me question your character? Before you tell me, you got to be clear about what you get ready to tell me, because if you're getting ready to tell me something, and I know that you've done something wrong, I know that you're wrong, and I not say anything. That's why people are allowed to keep harming people for years to come. See Harvey Weinstein?
Yes.
Well, there's a lot of people that knew what was happening.
But they felt it wasn't their place.
It wasn't their place. Them. Right, until it becomes you. So I think the moment we get into a space, and I was in the 11th grade at the time, right. Okay? But when we get into a space where we say, listen, if I know you're doing wrong, and I take a position that's not my place, eventually you will succumb to what you support.
What was your relationship with the young lady that told you this in confidentiality?
I'm not going to focus on, I was in 11th grade, now I'm 56, but when she told me, I told her, I'm going to tell. See, I'm that. I'm going to tell him what you said, so we clear. I'm going to tell him what you said, because that's not right.
Oh my goodness, Mo.
See, I think that's the problem that we're dealing with right now, Shannon.
Okay.
When we know...
I wonder what she do with the people with her information. Like, if she tells somebody something, do she expect them to hold it? Like, I don't care what it is. Do you expect them to hold it? What if they think it's wrong, but it ain't even that wrong to you? You know what I'm saying? That's... You put yourself in a tough situation with this. With like, I don't know. I just feel like that's a tough situation.
Oh, something is wrong. Everything Cat Williams sat here and said,
right.
We all know it to be the truth. However, we get so caught up in, well, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Right.
Well, can you believe he said it? Or can you?
Or it's the messenger.
It's the messenger, baby. We get so caught up in the messenger that we'll overlook the message. People have a hard time hearing a 5'5" giant tell the truth. People have a hard time with a black woman over 200 pounds tell the truth, because people that look like us, we should just be grateful we got invited to the party.
Right.
We should just be grateful that someone paid us attention. I've dealt with that my whole life. I've dealt with that. So when you get to a space where you say, listen, I want to be free.
Snap your W2.
Damn, Shannon had worse than Sean Cotton with this shit right now, bro. Shit.
I want to be free. I don't want to walk around intimidated, scared, fearful. What might happen? What they gonna say? What they gonna do? If it's your story and it's the truth, tell it. Because what you can do is be in a position to prevent it happening to someone else over and over and over again. So if I go back to the 11th grade with that sister who's no longer with us, rest her, with that sister, I would do that again. Because if you tell me something and we know it's wrong, but you're gonna pin that on somebody else, Is that right?
No, it's not right.
And what would your Aunt Mary do?
Man, Monique, I swear, Monique.
You're not answering my question. What would your Aunt Mary do?
Well, she gonna tell it because you gonna tell anything anyway. So yeah, they probably know not to tell her.
But that's why you love Aunt Mary, because Aunt Mary kept it in check.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't want to tell her,
right.
She was gonna tell that baby, you know that's not your daddy.
Right.
We're not gonna play like that. You love Aunt Mary.
I do. The uniqueness of your name, M-O hyphen. Most of the time, Monique is a singular. It's not M-O hyphen. What was that like? Because people say, oh, you trying to be different. You trying to be bougie. You know good well you spell your name Monique like everybody else spells Monique.
I do. That's my stage name. When I'm not on stage, my name is M-O-N-I-Q-U-E. When I'm on stage, it's M-O, the little hyphen, N-I-Q-U-E. That's just entertainment.
Did you ever think about changing it to the hyphen?
No. On stage is one person. Off stage is somebody different. And sometimes we get the two mixed up.
Right.
On stage, I am an entertainer.
Right.
Off stage, I'm a wife, I'm a mommy, I'm a friend, I'm a sister, I'm these different people, but I keep that stage on the stage.
How much of stage is actually Monique?
That's good, Shay. That's good. All of the stage is Monique, but there are certain things Monique's gonna say on stage that she wouldn't say off the stage. Okay. There are certain things on that stage, you know, there have been people that said, oh, she cussed so much. Oh, I'm a performer, right. I'm an entertainer, and I'm on stage. But no one will ever find an interview of me doing what I do on stage in an interview like I'm having with you. It's two different things.
Right. What type of student was Monique? I read that you were in, I don't know if this is the correct way, but you were in the class that...
The slower one.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you had a couple...
Say it, baby, now. I want you to say it.
You want me to...
Spell it out.
How about this here?
Hey.
You got 2 naps, you had 2 recesses.
Okay.
And you stayed in the same classroom.
Okay, but I did not wear a helmet.
Okay.
Now, since you want to go there, I did not have to wear that helmet, baby.
So,
yes.
Mon, as I sit here with you today, you didn't all of a sudden become this advanced. Why were you in that class?
I'm not going to play with you, Shannon. Okay, some of them damn words Cat was using, I was like, what? I said, oh, he's socking it to him. You know, I never connected with school because I always felt like it wasn't adding up. So when you're trying to teach me about the Boston Tea Party, but people that look like me is at the bottom of the boat, I can't connect to what you're saying. I never connected to, because I always felt like something was off. When they were teaching me about history, we were always the savages and we were always the bad people. And then you saw these white people be all the heroes. And as a little girl.
I said the same shit about school, bro. Like, everybody, I get it. Everybody focus on the rainbow shit. That, okay, whatever. That shouldn't be taught either. But I said before, imagine sitting in a classroom, bro, and they're teaching history, and they're belittling you, and as a black child, you were a slave, you was whipped, you was beat by who? The shorty sitting next to you, which is a white T-boy. You know what I'm saying? So you are here, and he was here, and they got ahead here by doing that. That's why history never sat well with me either. I never paid attention to history. I about hated history class. It's just, and I still hate it to this day. Like, they would never let us forget that. You have to, you're gonna be a child, you're gonna go to school, and they gotta put you through that. Like, you will always be here. So when you leave this class, you're gonna either hate them people or feel like this and just, I don't know. That's just me though. That's just me. It never uplift us, bro. We just, then they talk about Martin Luther King. They don't talk about like newer shit or, like, I don't know, man.
Well, I said, something's not adding up. So I don't look at that as a bad thing. I just didn't connect with it. It made no sense to me.
So you never had a problem with the learning, but the disconnect was what they was teaching and what you actually saw. You like, what you teaching me is not what I actually see.
You know what, Shannon? It's a combination.
Okay.
It was a combination, okay? I wasn't grasping it and I didn't believe it. So it's a combination. And when you have a child that is full of energy and is sitting in a classroom that is closed in all day long, and you're trying to tell me all that I'm not. It just did not add up to me. It just did not make sense to me. So there's no shame to it. When people say, was you in the soul class? Yeah. You know, we colored.
So when you...
Hey, baby, we colored. But don't overlook what you don't think is the package supposed to be.
Right.
See, again, we come back to the messenger. Nobody thought that I would be. And I'll go to my family. Like, nobody thought, not the fat one. She's not going to be the one. Not her. So I've been used to people doubting and counting me out. And for me, as that little girl, it's like one day. And that one day is right here.
Even your family. So how was your family? How was your brothers and sisters? Because, I mean, look, I got a brother and sister, and, you know, we joke with each other, and I could imagine if the situation were, if one of us was in those class, we gonna get them jokes off, Monique. It is what it is.
No one paid enough attention.
Really?
Like, no one paid enough attention, because though we lived in a household together, we were very individual. So no one even paid attention to what was really going on, and to include my parents. And that's not a victim story. That's not, oh, woe was me. It's just what it was. So it wasn't like, oh, you dummy. The jokes were always fat. They were always fat jokes. Well, okay, so I'm so used to that. But
Are you the only one in your family this
Baby, the only one that sneaks snacks. I'm the only one that'll sneak them damn snacks, Shannon. I'm the only one, yes.
So what would you say your relationship then and now was with your family?
You probably know Vistaprint for business.
I like how maybe because she used to it, I said, that's just all it was growing up. So that's just like, okay. That's like somebody like the little shit that I can expect from people, bro. Especially when it comes to like little dirt jokes, like, gee, okay, folks, like, you not the first person to say that, nor you the third, the 10th, none of that shit, bro. It be you gotta come with some unexpected shit, bro. That shit don't make me feel, it never made me feel no way, but that shit just weak as hell, bro. Come on. Or my favorite, this is my favorite, bro. That's just so played out since I was a shorty, bro. Damn near. Is that a boy or a girl? Y'all niggas don't even be trying no more, bro. Like that, like, come on, man. I expect that. If I post anything on the internet, I expect, is that a boy or a girl? Like, it's just lame as hell.
Oh, my relationship now with my family, they're my biological family, and I wish them well.
Mo.
Well, here's the thing. I watched you do I think it was like a little clip, and they were talking about interracial dating.
Yes.
And you said, why would somebody stay where they're miserable?
Right.
That applies everywhere, Shannon.
Okay.
It just doesn't apply to that, especially in our community. We've been taught, take care of your family, make sure. Well, there are some families that deserve it, and there are some families that you have to say, listen, I'm so glad we had this time together. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's where I am with mine. I wish all of them the best, but that's what it is. Yeah. So even as I sit here with you now, with all that's going on in Hollywood and all of the stuff I had to go through, I've already been through it with people that you call your family. And I have to say, you know what? That has to just wash off when I know what I'm standing in and what I'm standing on.
You're absolutely right, Monique. My grandmother used to always tell us, she'd say, son, teeth and tongue may fall out, but family never should. And she stood on that. No matter what transpired in the family, no matter how bad someone had treated you, you should never fall out. But hearing you say that, that's different, because just because we're blood, that doesn't mean we're family through blood, but sometimes it's somebody on the outside that's not blood that's actually closer family than the actual biological.
We've been taught to say trauma is okay. We've been taught to say you mistreated me, you abused me, you violated me, you disrespected me, you belittled me, but I'm supposed to look at you at Thanksgiving and say, how you doing,
She really popping it.
That's what.
She really popping it, bro. Like she said, it don't just come from a relationship, it comes from anything. Your relationship, relationships, your family, your job, your friends. It don't matter. If that shit makes you miserable, not happy or nothing, it must go. Don't spend too much time on it. Don't try and make it right or nothing, because the shit that's hurting you is not gonna change. It don't change, because it just is what it is. The relationship, they probably only for themselves. Family, only for themselves. Your job don't give a fuck about you. You just got you, bro. So do what makes you happy. Be around the people that makes you happy. Be around the things that make you happy. For real. Like, she's saying some real shit. And that's some shit I literally didn't learn until I got older, which was not too goddamn long ago. Like, seriously. Like, I grew up thinking like, you know, for example, Charles the White say like, love is basically what that woman can take, type shit, bro. No, that shit not okay. If that shit is beating her, she ain't supposed to stay through that shit through thick and thin till she old and miserable and just, this is what it is. Nah, you fucked. She could have been somewhere happier, bro. That's just me, like, move around if it don't make you happy. It's that simple. I don't care what it is.
What we've been taught. You swallow that pain. That's why people have such a problem with Cat Williams. People have a problem with people that says, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth. And that causes a ruckus. And you would say, why are people upset with the truth? When you hear Steve Harvey say, there are repercussions when you tell the truth. Well, remember when we were children? What would your grandmother tell you?
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth, because if not, there will be what? Repercussions.
Right.
Well, now it's got turned around. When you tell the truth, there'll be repercussions. So what's the opposite of that? Should I tell a lie and get a reward? So that's how we're rolling right now. That's how we're dealing with one another right now. So when it comes to family and people saying, oh, Monique, how could you? Listen. I want to live the rest of this journey that I have in peace. I want to be with my family, in love with my man, he in love with me. We watch our babies grow and develop their own families. I don't need anything in the midst of that, because you family, that I should accept that trauma. I should accept you not taking accountability for what you've done, what you've said, and we just washed the slate. That's why we're in the position we are now as a community, as a Black community, as a community in entertainment. Everybody's been so afraid to say, look what they did to me. Look what they said. And it's like, oh, well, listen now, we don't want to ruffle no feathers, especially if the messenger doesn't fit what people should think the messenger is supposed to look like.
Right.
And we keep repeating history, Shannon.
Is it a situation, Monique, where people look and say, well, you made it thus far, well, it couldn't have been that bad? Because if it has been as bad as you say it is, Monique, how would you have ever gotten out of B-More? How would you have ever gotten into Hollywood? How would you ever have a talk show? How would you ever be on a sitcom? So how is it that bad, Monique, and you end up like this?
You know when you first got in the NFL?
Yes, ma'am.
Your eyes were like this.
Yes.
And it was, oh, I made it, I'm here.
Right.
And then after you start getting in it, and you started seeing things, and you started feeling things, and now your eyes start getting a little closer, because now you're understanding what the business is.
Right.
So when you first walk through the door, you're walking through the door saying, come on, baby. Oh, this is all I've ever prayed for. And when my baby Cat Williams sat here and said, no one's ever gone out to LA and got a sitcom like that. I was in LA for 3 months, and here comes a show called The Parkers. And there we go from there. It took off from there, so.
Wake up, webmaster. You're online with.
Hey, she one of them older, she gonna steal some shit in you. She gonna make you like, she gonna probably make you like tougher. That tougher shit. Like, I don't wanna say tough love, cause she still come out sweet, but it's like, baby, don't be trying to be something, get what they say, don't be loved for something that you not. You should rather be like hated for what you are, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think that when people say, if it was so bad, you mature. You begin to understand what you're dealing with.
Right.
You begin to understand what you're in the midst of. And once you understand it is when you can speak on it.
Right.
But before you really know what you're looking at, how do you speak on that?
Right.
Because when you first walk in the door of Hollywood, you have everybody telling you, oh my goodness, you're gonna be amazing. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be incredible. Well, that's all you know.
That is all you know.
Yes.
But you're so happy to be here.
Yes.
And you're like, okay.
When I listen to your story, you say dirt poor.
Yes.
Bathroom outside.
Yes.
It was, we had to make it work however we can make it work.
Correct.
And then you get that first big check.
Yes.
And you think the people that gave it to you was awesome because they gave it to you. And it's more money than you've ever seen before until you find out this ain't the right money. This ain't the right amount. Wait a minute. If they got this, why am I getting this? Then you start putting the pieces together and you start saying, it's not right and I'm going to speak about it. See, when I saw Taraji broken on those platforms, it was painful to watch. However, Taraji and I had a conversation over a decade ago.
Yes.
In my trailer when I was doing the Monique show. And she said, you know, you gotta keep on getting it until your turn comes. And I said, Taraji, most of us die before our turn comes. We gotta ask for it right now. Now I understand that because there was a time I felt the same way.
Exactly.
Because that's what I was told.
Right.
You just keep going and we'll get him the next time. We'll get him the next time. We'll get him the next time. And the next time never comes. And then you see our sister broken, sitting on those platforms. Now when I said it,
why didn't it get the traction when you said it that when she said it, now all of a sudden everybody is coming. And I don't have a problem. I'm glad.
Yes.
But if you said this a decade ago, and I remember you saying it over a decade ago, why didn't it get the traction? Why didn't it get the support? Why wasn't it propped up when Monique said it?
I think there's a few reasons why. Number one, it was the messenger. I should just be grateful I got invited to the party. You a big, fat, black woman. How dare you be the one? And then on top of that, you're saying names. You're saying Oprah's name out loud. You're saying Tyler's name out loud.
That's the difference with her and Cat Williams. I mean, that's the similarities with them, bro. They is popping, they not sneak dissing, bro. How do you rapper sneak diss? They not sneak dissing. They talking about, I'm talking about XYZ. Fuck the industry. You know what? Nah, not fuck the industry. Fuck woo. Cause they ass woo and they not right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that shit different. Like versus somebody sneak dissing and just saying the industry. And like, well, who in the industry? And she like, well, you know, if you know, you know. No, we don't know. We ain't in the industry. So her and Cat Williams gonna let you know. Shit crazy. That's why I think they doing the numbers that they doing as far as like when they drop and they speak on shit, people wanna know the truth. Like, what's going on? Call that shit out.
You're saying Lee's name out loud. You're saying Lionsgate out loud. That's not what we do. We say they. We say the people. We say the studio. We say the producers. How dare you actually say our heroes' names?
You're very specific.
These are our heroes. How could you say their names out loud? Because they're the ones that did it. And if I don't say it out loud, now you see a woman that is swallowing that pain, that is so stressed out. Then you see our sister Taraji P. Henson sit on that platform. And I love that baby because she's a beautiful spirit. But to see her that broken, what our community was saying was, we have a hard time, some of us, we have a hard time seeing a strong black woman with her back straight and her chin up and a strong black man standing by her side. We have a hard time accepting that, but we can accept seeing a black woman broken. Now it's really serious because she's falling apart. Our community had a hard time with those two things. And when I would hear people say, why is her husband there? Why is he there? It's a sad day when we're questioning why a black man would stand with his black woman. So when you hear black women saying we're the most undervalued, disrespected, underserved, mistreated, violated, exploited. We get all of that. Then you see a black man standing with his black woman saying, not on my watch. And you hear some black men saying, why her husband gotta be there? We're in a sad state of affairs when we begin to question black love and black unity. So they didn't want to hear me, some of them, because of what I look like, because I spoke about their heroes, and because they saw that man standing right there strong.
You gotta give it to her husband though. He be rocking and rolling, bro.
Did they question the validity, because we had never seen this before, not so public, not so present.
Yes.
Did they question you and his relationship?
Me and my husband?
Yes.
When you say question,
what it's like?
Every interview I done seen, damn near, he been right there. Well, I really just seen really the Breakfast Club, and he definitely was backing her, bro, like for real.
Because they did, but I want to understand what
Because, okay, did they think that was your husband, or what was he, your manager? Because he's been everything.
Yes.
He's your lover, he's your manager, he's your confidant.
Name him.
He's the father.
Come on, name him.
Whatever he's all encompassing.
Yes.
He's a toolbox with all the tools that Monique needs.
All of them.
And so when I heard people saying that, why is he there? Why does he have to be in every interview? Why does he have to be in the background? Why can't Monique do that? Why not?
Why not? Why not? And that's when you see, and these are my sisters, but when you see Taraji, when you see Viola, when you see our sisters speaking out, you never see their representation sitting right there with them. Mm-hmm. You never see them saying, listen, we got to fight together.
Right.
My husband is also my manager, which is my representation.
Right.
But again, we've been so beat down that some of us have a problem with this black man saying, I'm standing right here strong, right, and I will not flinch and I will not budge. What a sad state of affairs we are now in, where you have people that look like you and I, mm-hmm, that would question why this man is standing there. That, for the life of me, is disheartening. Mm-hmm. When we heard Brother Malcolm say, we've been run amok, we've been hoodwinked, we're now doing it to ourselves. We're now doing it to ourselves. So when you say, Monique, it was different, because we had never seen that before, you said their names. Mm-hmm. Let me say this, I'm not the first one.
Right.
I'm not the first one, but we get washed away in history so easily that we start thinking, oh, this is the first one, this is the first one. Her name is Claudette Colvin. And she's not the first one, but she was before Rosa Parks. Mm-hmm. But because Claudette Colvin did not fit the picture that they thought she should look like, she was dark-skinned and she had coarse hair. And because the organization, I believe it was the NAACP, mm-hmm, did not think she would be accepted by the white people, mm-hmm, they had to get somebody that they said the white people could accept. We keep repeating the same thing because what I said.
It's crazy because I be hearing Rosa Parks wasn't the first one. There was somebody before her, bro. That shit crazy. But, yeah.
It's no different than what anyone else is saying. Not at all.
Right.
It was the messenger. And it was the way that I'm not putting my head down. I'm not shedding one tear. I'm not going to say, I don't want to say their name because I might get in trouble. I'm going to say all of it.
Right.
Because when you really think about that little girl coming behind you, what I don't ever want that baby to see is me broken. I don't want her to see me falling apart. And I understand it. I understand how it can happen, Shannon, when you may not have a foundation at home, right, when you may not have that man at home or that woman at home, whomever, that support person saying you're not crazy.
Right.
I got you. Come on. We're going to go through this. We're going to get through this. So for us, if we start taking things for what they are and get out of our emotions, we would be so far along.
All right, man. I'm gonna stop right there. That's part one. That's part one. Seemed like she Monique, bro. What you see is what you get, bro. She ain't ducking. She ain't dodging. She gonna speak what she wanna speak. And a lot of people don't like that. That's why I had asked in the beginning, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. But if I asked in the beginning, what do you think of her? Because I know a lot of people don't like people that will speak their mind. It's too much for them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all just let me know what y'all think. If y'all want part 2, let me know. I probably do jump back into it because I don't think I got enough of what I probably want to hear from her. But I feel like I know what she finna get at. But yeah, y'all just let me know what y'all think, man. And catch me on the next reaction.